This is a little bit slow. I think you're getting it stolen, bro. That's a Greedent right there. Greedent, you messed up. Oh, Greedent, you had to wait with your Belch. And now the Charizard flips it around. That is absolutely crazy. He not only does he get that Rotom, but he completely wipes the floor with the enemies as well. And it's a good Unite move timer as well, because he's gonna have plenty of time to get it back before Zapdos. That is a huge swing right there. Yo, you're watching Shurko, we're back with some more Pokemon Unite, and in this video we will be checking out and spectating a top-ranked Charizard player. And this is something that I wanted to do for the longest time. I'm gonna just play the tape right away. And yeah, I was really curious to see how he's gonna play, and he is gonna go into the jungle position. See, I was hoping he would go into the laning position, because I feel like with those recent buffs, with the mobile release, Charizard became pretty decent in lane. Still not the most ideal thing to do, but with the Talonflame picked, I thought, you know, we might see the Charizard, but it seems like Talonflame is just going for that attack weight strategy, which is also really cool on the Talonflame. And as you can see, it's just ignoring the enemies and going for those scores. I think it's just going to score again. We are looking at full 5-man Japanese team, and the Japanese players, for the longest time, for example, Boki, one of the rank 1 players, one of the OG rank 1 players, always loved Charizard. They don't underestimate Charizard. So again, not a surprise that we see, if I find Charizard being picked in one of these high rank games, it's gonna be from Japanese players. So I'm really excited to check this out, how he's gonna play. I'm gonna try to deduce what kind of held items he's running as well, because that's what I'm curious about. And of course, as always guys, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell to not miss any further Pokemon Unite spectation content and my own gameplays as well. So yeah, now how are we gonna deduce what held items he has? Well, we can take a look at how much damage he's actually dealing. So he's critting a little bit there. He's critting a decent... this is probably a Scope Lens. I think Scope Lens is also one of the items that most Charizard players run. So this seems to be... you know, that standard Scope Lens being picked up here. He ended up going for that top lane gank, goes back into the jungle immediately, although keep in mind the jungle buffs were not immediately cleared the second time around. They spawn at like 840, and here he's doing them at like 810, so he was wasting 30 seconds of it because he was busy with that gank. Let me just see what is happening here. Nothing noteworthy. The Crustle bringing that fluffy tail, even helping the Charizard here. So they're really simping it. You really want to simp the Charizard because you want it to be level 9 as fast as possible, and then it can really start carrying. And it went for the Flamethrower and the Fire Blast, which I think is the best. That's what I use as well. Now again, it's going to be a little bit difficult to deduce the remaining held items. I think what I personally go for is Energy Amplifier and Muscle Band as well with that Scope Lens. And let me just check out that bottom. As you can see, both teams kind of trading. It seems like Charizard is not Charizard yet. It is still stuck at that Charmeleon. So I think they will just play it safe and go for the Rotom. Let the enemies have that Dreadnought. It's a decent trade. They of course have the Greninja in the jungle, which is still very formidable, especially with that Shuriken build. I see it actually really surprisingly much here. Let me see what is happening on this side here, because this guy is getting wrecked a little bit. But of course Crustle doesn't care, it just does its scoring shenanigan. Charizard is able to evolve to the Napoleon Charizard or whatever that outfit is supposed to be. Gets... after it gets that... Ooh! The Unite move was cancelled right there, do you see that? But now it only went on to like a small cooldown, so it is instantly able to use it, but it is getting wrecked. It is kiting well, not enough to escape the extreme speed Lucario. Now the cool thing about this match as well is that the orange team, Lucario, went for extreme speed. Meanwhile, this one went for power-up punch. So do you think it's just up to preference? In my opinion, it probably is. But, I mean, honestly, if I was on the purple team here, and let me just check out this guy again, because he's just going crazy, but he has to be taken down, yeah. He's gonna get taken down in the end, but he's definitely doing great work. His team is ahead 60 points, even though Orange team got that Dreadnought. And Orange team just seems to be winning in general, excuse me. Seems to be winning in general right there. But because the Crustle is, you know, just being annoying. It's not that he's scoring a lot, but just everybody is able to score because he's pulling a lot of pressure from the enemies to his side to follow up onto him, to defend against him. So yeah, this is a very even game so far. I'm really liking it. I love checking out even games. As you probably saw, the last one we reviewed was a little bit too much of a stomp. Talonflame playing super aggressive as well. Farms both of these jungle camps at once with the fly, beautifully done, and we'll get the 40. That's actually crazy big. But again, Dreadnought up. Seems like this team is just completely ignoring Dreadnought. And the Charizard is just solo farming right now. They really wanted to reach level 13 and, yeah, just be strong during that Zapdos fight. Once again, Orange team gets the Dreadnought, but look, they're 65 points behind. The Charizard is gonna get this. Is it though? This is a little bit slow right now. The Crustle is gonna drop. This is a little bit slow. I think you're getting it stolen, bro. That's a Greedent right there. Greedent, you messed up. Oh, Greedent, you had to wait with your Belch. And now the Charizard flips it around. That is absolutely crazy. He not only does he get that Rotom, but he completely wipes the floor with the enemies as well. And it's a good Unite move timer as well, because he's gonna have plenty of time to get it back before Zapdos. That is a huge swing right there. Beautifully done by that Charizard. But again, all on the back of that mistake by Greedent. If you're Greedent in that situation, guys, you really want to just use the Belch to last hit the Rotom. Huge mistake. So see, even small things like that, small details like that, can completely lose you the game, because that flipped it. It literally flipped it. 160 point advantage. 140, excuse me. Apparently I can't do math. But yeah, the Crustle, man, it's keeping people busy. So this little bird can score all the time. This is great. I love how I love how Japan is playing here. Both teams playing super cool. I'm gonna have to watch out for these Japanese names on the spectating feature, because if all the games are like that, hey man, you'll see a lot of, you know, Japanese on this channel from now on. Not really, because I don't speak Japanese. But yeah, Slowbro, by the way, also something very interesting. Slowbro being picked, so also something that we don't we wouldn't expect from our solo queue games, because in those Slowbro tends to perform really badly, but in team play it is really good. And now Purple team is confident about this lead that they have, and they will now focus around this. And once again, this guy is the hidden MVP. He's keeping all the enemies again busy. Let me see if they get this though. That's gonna be a flip. That's gonna be a flip. Enemy Lucario has extreme speed. This time the Greedent does not disappoint. Gets it with the Belch. Well played. Redeems himself from earlier, but is it gonna be enough to win? We will find out. Now, as it stands, Purple just wants to defend. They are gonna be too late to do this. Yeah, you don't even have to try. 5 seconds and it's gonna disappear. But this guy is going for potentially a score. But he is just gonna keep farming. He's gonna be at 50 and he is very deep here. Let's see at this what is happening. Ooh, huge mistake by the Charizard, guys. It gets taken out. That is not looking good now for Team Purple. Team Orange doing really good. Well, just everyone bursting it down. The Lucario gets it in the end. And just like in our solo queue games, guys, one Dumbo makes a mistake and boom, the game is over, man. The Charizard got caught. And now, I mean, they're trying, but come on, man. That's gonna be so tough. Nah, I think they're still ahead, but they're not gonna be ahead for long. 48 points coming in. Yeah, now it's a 150 point loss, but hold up. The Belch is gonna come in. Infinite Belches. It's not enough. Yeah, unfortunate, man. If he got that 40, they would be a lot closer, and then they might be able to do something. That's another 36. Yeah, I think that's a game over. I think that's a little bit too tough there. I think I'm gonna double it, speed it up. That's the cool thing about this spectating feature. Unfortunately, you can't go back in time, which is a little bit cringe in my opinion. I think 2021, we have the technology to set up a spectating feature like that, but hey, it's fine, it's still fun, it's still okay. And it seems like red team or orange team is gonna get the W in the end, even though it really looked like they were pretty much behind for the entire game. It was just a mistake by Charizard at the end. Very unfortunate, man. It was that Charizard had that huge flip which turned the game around and almost won it for a purple team. But hey, unfortunate, man. Let me know what you guys thought about this top tier Charizard. Do you think he was top tier, or do you think his ranking is a little bit inflated by playing 5-man matches, which a lot of people would agree with, that some of these players are a little bit inflated. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!